Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an M41 HMC, the Tier 5 American SPG, and we're on the defending spawn of Sand River. Now this one is being commanded by Talon 1958, and he bought this vehicle after seeing what a fellow member did with the M44, which he absolutely adores. Now, what can we say about the M41? Well, it's built on the chassis of a Chaffee tank. It has two Cadillac engines, two V8 engines mounted centrally. It has a crew of 5, and the driver sits inside the vehicle and everyone else sits on top of it. And it actually was supposed to supplement the M12, which was actually built before it as an additional artillery piece. And its actual name is the Gorilla. Yep, it's actually known as a Gorilla, but most people just know it as the M41. Okay, he's set up and he's ready to shoot, and he's extending his aim. And we've got some targets turning up, and the first one's an Oni. It does take a little while for the aim to dial in on an M41, especially when you are new, because this is new to Talon, and he gets a lovely hit straight away off the bat. 169 hit points. Good shot. And he's fully dialed in now, so he's ready to go. He's actually got 22 rounds of ammunition, and normal reload time is about 25 seconds for the Gorilla. Oh, direct hit! And he got 185 hit points on the M6 there. Yeah, you can see it suffered a lot of damage. He actually took 191 stun assist off as well. It's one of the low arties that can get stunned, and he got a kill there. 67 hit points on the M6, and he's out the game. It's very powerful. The 155mm M1 howitzer is very powerful. It's the same howitzer on the M12. Okay, that VK3001 is about to get a wake-up call. Hello! Direct hit, 192 hit points, 2 critical hits. He's now regretting his life choices, and I think he's going into cover. He hasn't got much in the way of hit points left, that VK. Okay, T67, he's going to have to dial in the aim. He's almost reloaded and almost ready to go. Ready. It's a stock T67. He fired. Oh, unfortunately, T67 moved after he fired. But it appears that Talon's got a fairly good reload speed. Looks as if it's sub 25 seconds, so he should be ready to go in 6 seconds time. And that T67 hasn't got much health left. A splash would probably finish him off. Rounds out. Oh, it fell short. You can see quite a distance away from that T67 as he backed off. But he hasn't got much in the way of health, so he won't survive long. There's the VK going down. Okay, there's a KV1 to the north. He's a 2 marked KV1 as well. Okay, Talon's loaded. Ready to go, but we need to see the target. And it appears to be a tier 7 battle, so he's going to do a lot of damage and get a lot of XP from this battle, because he's hitting much higher tier targets. Remember, he's bottom tier. He's tier 5. These targets are tier 7s and tier 6s. And that 5916 has gone down. Interestingly enough, his opponent, or one of his opponents, is a Gorilla, and the other is an M44. Mind you, he does have a SU-8 on his team. Round out on the KV1. Landed short. Okay, he's got 14 rounds of HE left. The other good thing about the M41 is the ammo is relatively cheap. Yeah, you can see that 2 mark on the barrel of the KV1. He's side on now. This is a perfect opportunity. Rounds out. He gets a hit! Solid hit right to the side. Now that's certainly going to have done some damage. Now, having a quick look at counter batteries, see if you can see anybody, any tracer Can't see anything at the moment. This is the spawn area for the enemy. Okay, there's a Jagdpanther sitting in the village. Talon's loaded, but he's dialing in the aim at this moment, trying to get it precise because he needs to hit that Jagdpanther. Rounds out. And it hits! That's a really good hit. Right on the money. No explosion. Definitely got the target. That's just Fun 74. Doesn't like what he's facing. He's facing 3 enemy tanks in nearby. One of which, a T1 Heavy, is moving up on him. And look, the Jagdpanther's missing most of his health. So, yeah, that hit must have been considerable. So the Jagdpanther's moving up to try and take on the T1 Heavy. But obviously, Talon's loaded. He's almost ready to go. He's going to have a shot at the Striv. No. The enemy Arty's been detected and they're together. Would you believe that? Oh, if only he dialed in. But the Guerrilla's taking fire. And the M44 is turning ready to move. Or is he? Yes, he is moving. Rounds out. Direct hit kills him. 280 hit points. Beautiful shot. Okay, the Striv 74 is sitting in the village, using the buildings for cover. Now, if Talon can get the shell past that building, he might be able to badly hurt that Striv. Rounds out. Oh, he fired just as the Striv was taken down. And there's the KV-1. He's missing virtually all of his health. There's only 17 hit points left. He takes care of that KV-85, but a splash is going to take care of that KV-1 if somebody can put a shell near him. He has got the derp gun. Now, loaded, ready to go. Ow, he's taken out by the T-34-85. And there's an AMX-1357, that lovely popular auto-loading French light. Great little tank, but very dangerous opponents. And he's trying to line up a shot. He's stationary just for a second. Round out, direct hit, and he got a fire, and he's gone. He set fire to him. Unfortunately, he didn't get the kill. The LTG got him at the last moment. Oh, that's such a pity. Oh, but let's have a look at the end of battle results, because that was a really good battle. Really enjoyed that. It's an ace tanker. Talon 1958 has aced the M41 HMC. He's mastered the M41. He's only had it a very short time indeed. So well done indeed. He also picked up a Bruce medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17 in that battle. So very good work. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, you came top of the table for damage, 1,639 hit points in all. You didn't get the high caliber because unfortunately it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points, so that's unfortunate, but you did get an awful lot of really big hits on the enemy. I think if we go back to that, we can see when you hit the KV-1, you did 254 hit points to him. You did 192 to the VK with that hit. The Oni, well, you got him for 169. And when it came to the AMX 1357, you did 352 hit points to him and then got the fire. But unfortunately, you were pipped at the post by your teammate when it came to the kill. The Jagdpanther, you got 140 on him. So most of these were blind shots on the targets, exception of course the AMX 1357. You actually hit these targets blind, but you still managed to do a lot of damage to them. Okay, when it came to kills, well, you came joint second with 2. And when it came to base XP, you came second again with 877. You were pipped at the post by the T67, who managed to get 922. On detail report, you fired 13 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, 2 splash. And I think the reason you did so well was because you were actually allowing the thing to dial in properly before you actually fired. And that the M41 appreciates that. If you fire clutch, you probably will miss the target, but you did it right. You got damage of 1,639 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. You hit 7 of the enemy, but destroyed 2 of them. You also did stun assistance damage of 424 hit points off 8 stuns. On a premium count, you earned 38,852 credits, but you had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time, so you picked up another 19,425 of that, bringing a total to 58,278. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammunition for the 155mm is pretty cheap. I think actually it works out at 505 credits per round. You still had 51,713 credits spared to take away, and that's a huge total for a tier 5 Arty. Okay, you received 1,316 experience points, and it was ×3 for the first victory of the day, and you had another personal reserves bonus going on that, so you took home a whopping 6,580 experience points in total. That's a huge amount, but you deserved it because you got an ace tanker, and you did get some beautiful hits in that battle, and most of them were blind as well, which was more the fun. There's just waiting to see how much damage these tanks had to them when they next appeared, and most of them were virtually wiped out by the time they appeared, so you actually provided easy kills for the rest of your team. So if you enjoyed this replay, and I certainly did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay we'll be featuring in our next video.